Good morning, everybody. How are you? I thought I was gonna pause and try to put on the do not disturb thing, and then it went live. So I'm like, you know what? We're just gonna do it. Welcome to the conversation. I've got my power up cup on deck, and I'm just ready to chop it up with you like we always do. If you noticed in the caption, I said, in a society of instant gratification, who's willing to do what's hard to get? Who's willing to keep going? If you notice, I've been doing this 90 words to your breakthrough, and my intention is to do a word every day for 90 days that I hope can inspire, empower, and guide you towards whatever breakthrough you need in your life if you apply it. So yesterday, the word that I dropped was persistence, which is a huge, huge cornerstone as it pertains to being a champion, as it pertains to success. You know, how many people do we listen to that always speak about having to keep going, always speak about having to exercise persistence and consistency? So hopefully you're going to be inspired and blessed by those words. Good morning, Shirley. How are you? Welcome from Amsterdam. Hey, everybody. It's Morning Talks with Ro. Welcome to the conversation. What up, Marcus? Hey, Tiffany. So I'm just coming in today to chop it up. I've gotten a couple requests from people over the last couple weeks, I want to say, but I want to come in a little bit more prepared for the particular subject matters that they brought up. So today we're just going to talk about some of the champion traits, maybe that we need in our arsenal. I didn't do my tongue twisters today. Maybe that we need to have in our arsenal in order to get the results we'd like to see in our lives. So, hey everybody, welcome to the conversation. Don't be afraid, per normal, to contribute to the conversation in whatever way you see fit that you feel could be most beneficial for people to read, and, you know, that might help them with taking the next best step. Hey Rebel says, beautiful words are easy to say, and the good things are easy to choose, but good people are hard to find, like you, my beautiful Rose. That's so sweet of you. Thank you, Rebel. Tamika, how are you? Thank you. I'm doing good, y'all. You know, speaking of doing what's hard, I'm in a shift in my life that I haven't known how to particularly communicate or articulate. It's still being revealed to me exactly what it means to my overall picture in my life that I'm entertaining and nurturing, and I feel like I'm trying to think of what season I might coin myself to be in. It could be similar to the summer. I feel like I've been through a bit of a harvest, and then, you know, you plant more seeds, and then in the summertime you're keeping the weeds out of your garden. You know, I went for so many years so hard in the paint, right? I was relentless. I was in a season of sacrifice for quite some time, and get out of that season of sacrifice, so to speak. But if you speak to some of the champions that are at the top of their game in different fields, they're relentless. There is no such thing as retreat. You know what I'm saying? So it really depends on what level you want to succeed at. It really depends on what level you'd like to make an impact. And then you can also be a trailblazer. Some people think that you don't have to sleep, or that you need to not sleep, in order to get the results that you're setting out to get. But then there's more studies and there's more champions coming out now that are saying, hey man, we need the sleep. You know what I mean? So this thing is always fluctuating. You know, it's almost like pop culture, you know, reworking old philosophies and old principles. But some of the stuff that to me is a cornerstone that stays true to success is that you're persistent, you're consistent, you exercise seasons of sacrifice when needed, because, you know, this too shall pass is an age-old proverb as well that is very true to our life circumstances and situations as well. You don't want to stay in one place all the time too, right? We got to be able to be flexible. We got to be able to learn how to flow, right? What's another cornerstone of success? And you guys can throw it in here, because thank you, Lionel. You guys can throw in your ideas as well, as far as some of the cornerstones, the staples of what makes somebody successful, what you've noticed in other champions, the traits that they have, right? What else do we exercise? Vision. You know, I talk to you about that all the time. Planting the seeds, watering them with your attention. Saying that attention is the new currency. Because if people can grab your attention, they can get you distracted. And if you're distracted, you're not working on your goals. If you're distracted, you're not nurturing that relationship. If you're distracted, you're not nurturing that dream. And how is it going to get done if your attention is someplace else, right? Okay, let me see what you guys are saying. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Morning Talks with Ro. Glad to have you in the spot, baby. Let's see. Everybody's saying what's up to each other. I love it. Good afternoon. Thank you so much, Robin. Okay, let's see. Rebel says, wealth is not just about having special people like you. Thank you, Rebel. Oh my goodness, all these beautiful compliments. Thank you. Let's see. Do you know the definition of the charming word? Uh-oh, sorry, you guys. No, look in the mirror and you'll get the... You're just being so sweet and doty this morning. Thank you. Let me bring these words back. Sleep is essential. Your body and mind needs it. Hey, Vita. Welcome to the conversation. Good hearts are always good friends, near or far. You will always... Oh, that's so beautiful. Hey, Harold. Welcome to the conversation. At Alexandria, welcome to the conversation. So we're talking about, you know, the traits of champions. We're talking about... putting ourselves in position to win, putting ourselves in position to see the results that we'd like to see. Who in here is having a strength building day? Meaning that you're being challenged right now. Who's being challenged right now in their lives and they feel like they don't have what they need to have done that they want done, and they don't have the resources, they don't have the connections, they don't have the energy. What is it that you feel you might be lacking that could be in the way of you manifesting or having the manifestation of your goals and dreams come to life? Vita says, these helped me so much since Soul Sunday. Bless up, baby. Soul Sunday was so amazing. I've got all of my interviews shot. Bless up, Marcus. I'm currently begin writing my narration this week. It took a while, but I'm finishing. That's the kind of champion behavior I'm talking about. Marcus told me about his dream. How long ago, Marcus? Over a year? You've been needing to gather your interviews. You've been needing to gather your vision. You know, you've been needing to take bold steps in the direction of what you desire, and you've needed to keep going in spite of. You've needed to be persistent in spite of all the circumstances and things that were happening around you, some in your favor, some not so much possibly. But the key is to keep going. The key is to keep taking a step. The key is to keep chipping away. Who in here has dropped off the horse and hasn't gotten back on? The only way you're going to get something done is having follow through. You know, I call that a superpower, right? Your motivation. This is your gentle reminder. This is your big nudge, if you're listening, to get back on the horse and make it happen. Let's see. Yes, right? So the key is to get the support system you need if you need it. If you feel like you need it, you're missing it. Who got up this morning and made it happen? As far as, like, you know, dedicating some time to self-nurturing. Who got up and actually poured? Who got up and made it a priority to first focus on self? That's right, Tamika. It is okay. I like that you acknowledge it and you make it okay. We all get challenged. Important that we remember that that's okay. It's a strength building day. What's the good in it? What can you gain from it, right? Terrell says, I'm doing chemo and radiation right now. Keep me lifted, battling leukemia. Bless up, Terrell. Bless up. Bless up. Hold the vision for your health. There is a, I don't know if you would be interested in it. You may resonate with it. You may not. But there's an audio that I listened to relentlessly while I was just kind of turning over thoughts in my mind and choosing to heal internally, mentally, spiritually, while I was preparing to go into my surgery to remove the melanoma cancerous mole on my abdomen. And it was by Louise L. Hay, and I believe it was called You Can Heal Your Life. but it was specifically speaking about being cancer-free because Louise healed from cancer as well. That could be something to listen to, possibly just to release any low vibrational thoughts within yourself, to deal with anything that could be there, because some people say if you were dealing with faith healing, that possibly cancers can come from holding on to any anger, anything, to do some decluttering just to assist yourself in coming into a higher vibration for healing, So Louise L. Hayes audio I listened to in the morning. I definitely listened to it before I fell asleep at night. I started to listen to it throughout the day. I am relentless when I want to see results in an area of my life. I realize how important it is for me to go hard in the paint, just because that's the type of, I think sometimes that's what I need in order to, in my mind, or move things out of my spirit, or move things in, Okay. Oh, congratulations, Renee. 13 pounds down. If you are you-less, you are useless. Okay? Say that, Harold. Way to go, Renee Mitchell said. That's right. Thank you for supporting Renee with that huge accomplishment. So does anybody have any questions of me before I get out of here? I just wanted to drop in and say hello. It's Morning Talks with Ro, with some encouragement, some empowerment. If there's anything I can say that might create breakthrough for you this morning, don't be afraid to say it, because might be able to help you. Sometimes just being willing to be vocal about something can bring you relief, can bring you the support that you need in that moment in order to move through it. Yeah, I see you guys talking. So is there anything that you guys want to ask of me before I get out of here? And do you have any suggestions for 90 words to your breakthrough that you would like for me to speak on in the videos? I got a few on deck. But if there's anything in particular you'd like for me to cover, go ahead and throw that in the kitty too. Rhona, what did you do when you fast and juice? So I just came off of my monthly 3-day fast. I usually do a liquid fast because I'm already a bit slim. I don't necessarily want to lose a lot of weight while I'm fasting. But I dream with my fast this time, and I did very light liquids on my first day, and I pretty much dry fasted with a little water on the second day. And the third day I woke up with what I feel, and because I was used to stopping on the third day, I went ahead and stopped later. But I really feel like I was putting my ready to go into a space of serious healing, and I was like, whoa, okay, I got to mentally prepare for that for the next time around, because it was almost like it was shutting down to go and do some work. And I didn't realize that I needed or possibly needed some work in there. So sometimes when you're processing the nutrients from the juicing, smoothies, I'll do soups, liquefied, and tea. The body is still processing something. But if you just do water or dry fasting, meaning you're just pretty much a breatharian, okay, the body starts to shut down. I feel like, not shut down completely, but go into, there's a particular name of the state of being you would be in when it starts to kind of like incubate, go into itself. And then it starts looking, I feel like, for places that need healing. And that's where I feel like I was going into. But normally I do liquids so that I can keep some type of nutrients coming in. Pause from eating solid foods so the body doesn't have to focus on digestion. And then it also, of course, every fast is different. It provides me with an incredible amount of clarity. Sometimes it provides me, sometimes it's a physical healing that goes on, because there's times I've fasted when I was sore in different places of my body, and the soreness would lift when I finished my fast. That's how powerful fasting can be. That's how much self-healing happens, because the body is that intelligent. Amazing, right? Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Next book is almost done. Bless up. Find a way to make a way. The difference of a decade. Congratulations, Harold. Alexandria says, this is the second time in a year God has put these talks in my path. Bless you. Bless up, Alexandria. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. This is kind of a short and sweet one. I hope you receive some nuggets of support, and you know, that you do what you need to do in order to get what you want to get. You know, if discipline is your challenge, I always like to share the definition of discipline that really resonates with me, which is doing what you ought to do, even when you don't want to do it, so that you can do what you want to do. Discipline does equate to self-love. If you want to play up there with the big dogs, the people who are at the top of certain industries, we have to get into a disciplined self, a disciplined mode. Most of them are operating on such an incredible amount of discipline. They're getting a lot of things done in the morning and in the early afternoon, and then they're moving on to something else. So if you want to play with the big dogs, you want to play with the champions, you've got to get into a disciplined self. You know? Champion traits on deck, you guys. Oh, thank you, Shirley. Yes, Bindu is here. My partner from Amsterdam is in town. I'll be seeing her soon. All right. If there's anything in particular you want to talk about on Morning Talks, even if it's something that comes up in pop culture that we can extract the good from or become empowered with, we're going to do that. My book club will be starting soon. Just trying to get some things in order so that I can just be on point with some of the business aspects of things. We're going to be talking about artificial intelligence. You know, I'm reading one of the books right now, or listening to one of the books by one of the top researchers in China about the future of AI. Whoa, you guys. And this is conversations that I feel we really need to talk about. We really need to have. It's cool to talk about all the things that we can do to nurture ourselves, but we also need to be thinking about preparation, I think, with the things that are happening around us, because we may be faced with bigger questions that challenge us in the area of purpose because of the robots and the automation that's coming in to our society, that's already happening. There's just a lot of things that are happening. So I would like to be able to bring that information to you all, and to still, because there's a lot of fear surrounding a lot of the stuff that's going on, 5G, all this stuff, right? But still find a way to be empowered by the information that we get and that we toss around between each other. Okay, you guys. Hey, Ernst, great to see your name in the chat. I hope you've been better than good. Until next time, everybody. Peace.